Um australiano e um português encontraram-se no palco Superboc no NOS Primavera Sound. Rodrigo Leão e Scott Matthew levaram Life is Long até ao Parque da Cidade. Esta é a nossa conversa com eles. I would say that the soundtrack of Short Bus, which is a movie that I love, and a song by Madre Deus would end up in a record so many years after.
I think when we met for the first time, we felt that we had a lot of things in common. And the cinema, the 80s, the music, a lot of things, the melancholic, and we didn't have to talk a lot of what we wanted to do. So we just changed ideas and it was great.
The first time that you worked together was in A Montanha Mágica and then in songs. Would you say that it was kind of like a rehearsal for Life is Long?
Yeah, I think it was kind of like us testing the waters. Like, we did the first song, we really liked that experience, did another song, and it kind of opened the door for us to consider maybe doing an album together. And that's what happened, obviously, thankfully.
How do you manage to deal with the hub that it's Australia, New York, Lisbon, Portugal, and making a record, pretty much emailing each other and making it without sounding like a patchwork?
That was not important for us. Our countries and the language of the music we wanted to do is universal, and I think we have a lot of things in common.
Also, having the distance, I mean, it's a modern world. We just emailed each other. He wrote the music, he would send me a piece of music, I'd write some lyrics, some melody to it, send it back to him, and we did that over years. And it was a very simple sort of situation, and I think it helped us to write better songs maybe because we weren't in each other's sort of face all the time, you know? Yeah.
You had some room to work, right?
Yeah.
And without the pressure of time, because it took a while for the album to be actually ready.
That was my favorite thing, actually, not having the pressure of a deadline, and just sort of doing this gradually over years. And I mean, I made an album, he made an album, we were touring, we were doing our own thing, but at the same time still focusing on this in the background. And yeah, it was a pleasure not having pressure.
On your solo work, this is the first time that you actually have a whole album just with one person singing.
Yes, I had a lot of collaboration, but this time I think it was the right time to do something with a great singer, and everything was natural and very intuitive.
And although you have a lot of collaborations on your solo works, you're pretty much solo artists. Was it nice to have a company now?
Oh, totally. Yeah, no, it was great. And like I said before, because Rodrigo's so wonderful, and it made it sort of worthwhile for me to do it. I'd never really written that many songs with another person before, but it was pretty organic and it felt, natural. Yeah.
We became a very good and close friends, and that helped a lot to do something together.
Taking from what happened now and during your show, there's things that may come.
Well, we've released the album, and then just recently we recorded another single. So, we did that, and we'll see. I'm making my own solo album, he's working on new projects, so maybe in the future we might do something together, we don't know, yeah.
Because life is long.
Because life is long, as I always say.